PorchFest, which is a downtown St. Augustine neighborhood music festival where bands perform on various porches. Okay, then I did kind of plan for this eventuality. I got a second choice, another pair of Klipsch. These are KG 3.5s, and they're much smaller, have a tinier footprint. They still rock. I think they blend in very nicely. So I don't think she'll object to these. Let's give them a listen. So I took the hint, and I think we're gonna have to move on to bookshelf style speakers. These are my AR2AXs that I featured in a previous video, and I think they look good. I think they fit in well. I think they sound good. So I can't imagine my wife objecting to these. Yeah, the too white? Too white. What do you mean too white? How can these be too white? They look great. All right, so I got these the original Advent loudspeakers out, and the grills are not as white. They're kind of beigey. I think they'd be perfect. So I showed these to my wife, and she didn't mind the color, but she says they're too big. They're bigger than the ARs. I think she wants me to go smaller. All right, well, it's come to this. Now, I showed them to my wife, and she said she liked them. She said they liked the way, she didn't mind the way they looked, that they fit in pretty well. So, but I can't go with these. They're small, all right, and look at these. But they're not good enough for a front speaker. But this is the direction I think she wants me to go. Oh dear. So, I think I've got it now. These are my Dynaco A-25s I've had for about a year or so. They're very nice speakers. I like them very, very much. I think they're the right size, the right shape. They sound good. And here's what the grill's off. Here's the grill on this one. And what I did was I put new grill on these when I bought them because they were kind of beat up and didn't look good. And this is the original cloth that's kind of white, like what my wife objected to. So what I did do was I took some strong tea and dabbed them with strong tea, put them in the sun, and I think they're just the right color. All right, I've been very lucky. I went to another thrift store, same one where I found the receiver at, and I found this rather compact Jamo center channel speaker. So I can get the grill off. It's got two mid-range and a tweeter in the middle. So here it is in situ, all hooked up. And I think it's the right size. It sounds good. I don't know if it sounds as good as the Klipsch, but sounds pretty good. We've got the Dynacos, and guess what? Wife gave it a thumbs up. She'd still rather have no speaker there at all because she doesn't like the aesthetics of having a big black rectangle under the TV, but she's okay with it. So we've reached a satisfactory compromise, which is really what it's all about, isn't it? Now I have received a fair amount of feedback since my last video, asking or telling me, what are you doing? Why are you letting your wife tell you what to do? You know, my wife would never do something like that, blah, blah, blah. Well, let me tell you, I've got my own room. Right now it's in a state of transition, but I got a lot of my stuff in this room. There's a couple things that are missing, but that I've moved around. So I got my own space. It's just that when it comes to common areas of the house, we got to work something out. And that's not unusual. And you guys who tell me to man up or to grow a pair and all that nonsense, if you want a happy marriage and you love your wife and she loves you, there are times and a place to fight it out, and there's other times where you just have to compromise. All right? So chill, dudes.